let's have a discussion here. My post kind of started something, and I want to get to the bottom of it once and for all. The reason for the post was because I want people to stop installing this damn shaft collar bearing or some form of bearing into our Lincolns. Okay, it does zero benefit for what you're trying to do. And originally, it was posted up because it would help with preventing your car from slipping into reverse. And basically, right here is your gear shift tube, and if it moves, it's gonna get your car from park into reverse. Now on a 61 to 63, 64, 65, and 66, 67, let's take a look at 61 to 63. There are teeth in here. Okay, that help keep this tube nice and centered. And this thing, there's no play in here. The only thing that this thing will do will move up and down. So if you have a 61 to 63, you don't have to worry about this tube moving around. There are other areas within your linkage, from starting at the bearing at your steering wheel to the detanter plate to a bunch of different things that can cause your car to slip into reverse. But the play in here is not one of them. Notice on a 64, 65, there's plenty of play here. See that? Okay. That's because it's missing this piece here. Okay, missing that piece. Now, on the 67 here, somebody installed it right there. It's right there. So there is no play whatsoever. Okay, it will rotate, but there's no play like this one is. This one doesn't have that rubber piece. Look at how much play there is in there. Now, so it kind of debunked the myth of, hey, putting a shaft collar in here will prevent you from slip into reverse. That makes no sense to me. The second argument is it helps keep your steering rod straight. You know what keeps your steering rod straight? If you have a fucked up rack joint like this one here, or this beautiful one here, you're gonna have plenty of slop. But if you invest into a nice and new rack joint, right here, and then you mount this properly with your the bearing mod here, with the solid washer here, everything's gonna be nice and straight. You know, you put this in here and you mount to your steering gearbox, it's gonna be nice and tight. Here's a 64 here. I just checked it out. I put my hand in there. I try to move this thing here. There's no movement whatsoever. So going back to it is the argument that, hey, imagine if this, let's say you put this is 66, 67, right? Let's say you put this thing down and you keep it nice and flush against this right here. But if you don't have this rubber piece here, this whole thing's still gonna flop around. And you're still gonna rely on your rack joint and your gearbox and your spacer to keep it nice and straight. All right, I hope that helps, and I hope that solves our problem.